talk about it. Let's talk about it. Get in here, we in here tonight. So get in here, we in here to vibe.
Hey y'all, can y'all hear me? Let me know if y'all can hear me. Let me know, let me know, let me know, let me know. Today has already been a day, y'all, but let me know if y'all can hear me. Today has already been a day. Hold on, it says hi more. What? I have no idea who this is. Actually, I do think I know who this is. It is. I know who that is. I can hear you. Okay, okay. Y'all, it has been a day. It has been a Friday already, y'all. It has been a day. Okay. But we ain't gonna make it no day. So tonight, I mean, we are gonna make it a day, but we're gonna make it a good day. We're gonna make it a good day. So tonight at 9, I know it's gonna be kind of late, but Trey, which y'all know him as Blu-ray, he has something to do. He's taking his kids trick-or-treating or whatever. And so he's not going to be able to come on earlier. So we had to switch it. Well, not switch, but we had to schedule it for 9 o'clock. We are going to have a healthy debate, okay? A healthy debate tonight on the Ramika/Holly case, okay? He's going to take the stance with Ramika because he said he actually agrees that she should have fought. And of course, y'all know I'm gonna take the stance on Holly, but we're gonna put our points out, ask our questions or whatever, and we are going to do a debate. And we need you guys as the audience to just let us know who won their argument. Basically, with each question, we're gonna be asking the questions and we're gonna talk. Now, it's not gonna be no drama as far as we are not gonna cuss each other out. It's gonna be all healthy. He's going to allow me to talk. I'm going to allow him to talk. And we are going to discuss. Now, he did say it's some things that he do agree with me on, but it's some things that he don't agree with me on. And I actually think that is absolutely healthy. I don't have a problem with that. And I think it's actually how it should be done. So anyway, that's what we're going to do tonight at 9 o'clock. It's going to be 9 hour time, which we're both in Texas. So which means it's going to be 10 o'clock Eastern Standard. But it's Friday, y'all. So y'all just got to stay up, okay? Or at least try. At least try. You know what I mean? But I actually think this will be good for both. His channel is demonetized right now, so we will be dropping his Cash App or whatever, so y'all can show him some love. But my channel will get the views because I'm not demonetized right now. So that's how we're gonna compensate him for his time. But I want it to be she said, Amor, I called you, ma'am. Oh, you did? When you call me? Girl, I ain't wake up to after 11 o'clock, so you must have called before 11. Anybody that called before 11, I didn't get it. Yeah, Raw True, 9 p.m. Central, 10 Eastern. Yeah, that's what time it's going to be. But it's going to be, we're going to be adults about it. No screaming, no yelling, no cussing each other out or anything like that because, we don't have to do that. We do not have to do that to disagree. And I want people to understand. Now, the silly shit, the off the wall shit, the, you know, the things that I call silly, a lot of people may not call silly, but she shot her in the face because she jealous of her because she looked better. No, to me, that's silly. That's silly shit. You know what I'm saying? That don't have nothing to do with the price of tea in China. And I call spades a spade. Okay. So she said, I'll be at work listening. Thank you, Island girl. And y'all can say, hey, I agree with Trey or I agree with Amor. You know what I mean? And if everybody in the audience agree with Trey, Amor is not about to get mad. She said, send me his Cash App so I can post it. Okay, I'll get it, Candy. I'll get it. But Amor is not about to get mad. You know what I'm saying? But we have to be able to, but I will ask, and I am going to ask this tonight, that we take our feelings out of it for a second. Just take your feelings out. Take your feelings out and listen with an open ear. Just listen. That's all I'm asking, just to listen with an open ear. Sometimes you have to take a step back and you have to listen with an open ear, and then you'll be able to hear. Because I've had people in my inbox say, you know what? I didn't see it that way until I listened to you. And now that I see it the way you're saying, yes, she was justified. And even, well, I ain't going to tell y'all that part, but, I just say that I think once you listen, and it may be some things that I might learn tonight. You know what I mean? So I'm going to listen as well. So I just say listen with an open ear. You know what I mean? She said, I'm going to try. I have to be at work at 6. If not, I'll catch the replay tomorrow. Okay, cool. That sounds good. She said, I'll be there even though I don't know much about the story. I'll have my drink on deck, tipsy, but I'll be vibing tonight listening. Thank you so much, Raw Truth. But we have to show people that, that you can be adults. It doesn't require arguing, disrespect, or anything like that. And, I will hope my loud talkers know that when I say people like your elevator don't go all the way to the top and shit like that. I'm not talking about none of my loud talkers. And if one got offended without asking me, then that's on them. That don't have nothing to do with me. That don't have nothing to do with me because I'm a type of person that I'll clarify myself. I was talking about the ones that get together on their they get together on their panels to dog my name out because they don't like what I talk about. But what I don't understand is if you don't like me, why you listening to me? You know what I'm saying? And I'm mainly talking about the people that we fought with for the last 3 years. They went on a tear on their panels, dogging me out for my opinion on my panel. I think that was rather crazy. So those are the ones that I was talking about. Definitely, or the itty bitties that came in calling me names and shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm gonna cuss their asses out anytime, any chance I want to. The issue is people want to say things like, let's take the TPO out of it. And even if it didn't happen, to properly analyze if you have to consider what actually did happen. So what do you mean take the TPO out though? Because how you gonna do that? Like, why would you do that? A TPO was in place, so why would you take the TPO out? I don't understand. I honestly, I'm not trying to be funny, but I don't understand why you would want to take the TPO out. It is that's the big part, one of the biggest not issues, but that's one of the biggest parts for me is the TPO. That she had to go get herself protection because of all the prior threats was made. So I think if you take the TPO out, yeah, the story may change, in my opinion. But I don't understand what taking the TPO out would do when it is a part of the case. She said, you never talk bad about your supporters. You talk about the people who disrespect you. It's crazy. People think you are talking about your supporters. We know how you talking about, so we don't get offended at all. Thank you so much. But some people obviously do, but I don't think it's because of this story. I think that's just how they've been feeling. Some people, let me tell you something about people, baby. Some people been sitting back in the cut, right? Pretending that, everything is cool, copacetic, or whatever the case may be, and probably been hating all along, probably been mad all along, probably been feeling away all along. And they just allowing this story to bring out what's the word? To bring out their differences or their opinions about me because, it's just some things, a lot of things that were said that this just didn't happen over no damn story. I didn't cover things. I've had, I don't even know if the young lady want to even say, but I had this lady in my inbox, not lady, but she's a loud talker. She's a supporter, and I like her and I respect her. She's came in my inbox plenty of times and said, more. I don't do your live streams when you talk about when you going against these pastors. I don't want to hear it at all. So I'm just gonna come in, I'm gonna hit the thumbs up, I'm gonna throw you a super chat, and I'm out. She told me I don't like your commentary when you speak on these pastors. I respect that. You understand what I'm saying? Even if she didn't throw me a super chat. Just if she just said, I respect that. So I don't get mad at people that don't rock with all my content or whatever. I've seen people say, oh, I don't like it when you talk about this person or when you talk about that person or when you side with this person or when you side with that person. But that doesn't mean that you go on other channels and just say shit like this. You know what I'm saying? But it's all good because those people I don't respect, and I don't respect the people that allow it to happen. You know what I'm saying? Because I wouldn't allow it to happen. I would shut that shit down. I would say, nope, that ain't what we about to do. We're not about to have no whole, you know what I'm saying? We're not about to have no whole conversation about something that somebody else did. She said, I don't understand why people are in their feelings. LOL, you cover many stories. Exactly, I do, you know? And I do cover many stories. And but I'm gonna tell you something. And this is my thing, the story is a viral story, right? And a lot of people are covering it. But I believe that once I start covering it, it start making people angry, right? I didn't know it was gonna get this angry, but it started making people angry to where the same people that we beef with for the last 3 years, not all of them, but some of them have now start, siding with the Ramika people just to beef with me. Because if you go back, they were actually Team Holly, but they literally became the opposite, all because they want to beef with me, all because they want to be angry, all because they're jealous, envious, and all that stuff. But if you go back and pay attention, they were with the stand your ground or defend yourself, and now they're against it because I'm speaking on it. I think that's weird. However, I just don't understand if we're no longer beefing with each other, if we no longer speaking, have any issue. I don't have no issue with nobody. Well, actually I do, but not like not, let me just but anyway, I do have issues with people. Let me just say that. But I don't understand why content creators cannot mind their own panel. I just don't get that. I don't get why they have to get mad. I heard people I heard people that don't like me just in the last few days talk about how much I set my goal at. We still on that? We still on that. Why are you worrying about what I set my goal at? If that's not the Oh my goodness, baby child. Ooh, this internet. But baby, it is what it is. But apparently we got a different group of people now saying let's report her page to get her gone. But I'm gonna tell you something. People that want people gone are bothered by what people say. And the reason why they bothered by what people say, because they know that what people are saying is effective. You understand what I'm saying? They know my voice is effective. No one is going to come after you and want your page removed and deliberately tell people not to listen to you if they don't think that what your voice is effective. You understand what I'm saying? Effective. All right? So, she said, all I said was I support you, but can't agree with all this situation. Good night and blessings. I was told you don't have to announce that here. By Kick Rocks. That wasn't right or cool. Who was you told that by, Patrice? Who was you told that by? You wasn't told that by me. I didn't tell you to kick rocks. I didn't tell you that. You can't say I said that to you because I didn't tell you if you don't have to announce that here, you can kick rocks. I didn't tell you that. She said, yeah, that's very crazy to me too. She said, Vanessa told me that. Oh, Vanessa told you to kick rocks. When Vanessa tell you that? When was this? I didn't know Vanessa told you to kick rocks. I didn't see that. I don't even know what night you're talking about. They wasn't raised. Well, I was reading this other one. She said, yeah, that was crazy to me. They don't like you, but they stay in your bushes just to go to their lives to talk about what you go live about. That's weird. Exactly. Man, I woke up one morning, I didn't even know. And I was called all type of bald-headed man and this and the one that's jealous of me and want my husband. They said she cussed me out so bad, and I didn't even hear cuss me out because I didn't hear the live. But they said she cussed me out and drugged me for filth. And I'm like, what? For what? Why are you watching me? Why do you not? I don't understand. You don't like me. You don't fuck with me. You claim you make $20,000 a month. So why are you bothered by me? Why do you listen to me? Why do you continue to talk about me? That should tell you right there that that person is jealous of me. I ain't said this. I ain't said nothing to this person in over a month. A month. I ain't checked for her in over a month. But you still over there subbing me for what, girl? That was like, oh, she dog walk. You call you all type of bald head men and this, that, and the other. For what? Because that's the only thing that she's going to get attention for on her page. Ain't nobody checking for that fucking low life mechanical booty ass hoe. Ain't nobody checking for her. Nobody. Flip flopping ass loser ass bitch. Nobody. Oh my goodness. Damn, you can't even shake a buzzard off your ass. You know what I'm saying? Just buzzers. I don't check for that hoe. Leave me the fuck alone. Disappear. Shit. Just jealous. Thank you, Angela. I just don't get it. I do not get it. I don't talk. And then get up almost every day or whatever. I ain't in the drama. I ain't in none of this. I'm glad I make 5,000. Girl, you a miserable ass, loser ass bitch. Please, that's what you are. You check for me, bitch. You check for me. Anyway, let me not go down that path because I just don't get it. Ain't no way I'm gonna continue to look at somebody that that I don't respect, like, you know, that I feel like I'm better than, or whatever the case may be. Ain't no way I'm gonna continue. Go to your page, look at what you say, hear what you say, or whatever, and then be posting you on my community wall and going live about you and dragging you and dogging you out, all because of what you speak about on your page. You can talk about whatever the fuck you want to talk about on your page. But why me? Why you talking about me? That's because, baby, just like she said, because your pressure. Exactly. And the bitch mad. Gotta announce, I just had a $5,000 pay period. Girl, you whatever. Whatever, girl. Whatever, girl. Knock yourself out, baby. You hear me? She said she just waiting for a moment to assert herself every day, all day. Every day, all day. You hear me? She said it gotta be longer than a month. I haven't heard you bring that thing up in a long time. Yeah, it's been longer than a month. I said a month, but it's been longer than a month. It absolutely has been longer than a month. I decided I wasn't fine with them no more. I'm like, I'm not fine with these people no more. And I get some in my inbox. She's sharing something from the Ramika people talking about they gonna smoke my ass. And well, you know what? Let me just be quiet. Okay. Then it's gonna be another march. Okay. She said haters having anger toward everybody reaching success. Yep, that part right there. That part. That part. That part. I ain't even finished reading your thing. She said, more your pressure, and that's why they want to beef with you. Don't worry about what they say. Get your money, sis, because we the loud talkers are here for you and with you. Thank you so much. I appreciate that, Demetris. I do. I appreciate that. The thing about it is, and then the other ones talking about, you ain't from Chicago. You ain't qualified to talk about this story. So when did we have to be from the same? Oh my Jesus. Lord, Lord, make it make sense, baby. Oh my God, make it make sense. Just make it make sense. Please make it make sense. I just don't get it, Jesus. Mercy. She said, I don't check for her anymore. I thought she would have forgotten about this side by now. Shit, me too, Kay. I thought that they all would have forgot about us by now. You know what I'm saying? You know? She said, I need more whiskey. Girl, I might need me a goddamn drink, and I don't even drink. Shit. Hey, I might need me a damn drink while y'all playing, because I'm just like, really, really. Anyway, but we ain't gonna mess this day up. We still got, hours left. And like I said, we gonna do this healthy debate, or whatever. And we gonna, I'm sure he gonna come with his questions. I'm gonna come with mine, and we gonna just talk it out or whatever. Yeah. And, depending on how it go, maybe we could do it again, or we may do it on other stories. And this just shows that, and we ain't gonna be live every day with each other, but maybe 1 or 2 times a week. But this just shows that we don't have to agree, and we can actually have both sides heard. You know what I mean? She said, the more they can't stand you because your supporters stand by you, the numbers don't do what your numbers do. Yeah, I heard one of them say, what? I saw the comment saying, "Oh, her numbers going down." Why are you watching my numbers? I don't get that. Like, what do they get from that? First of all, if you think about it, they said I wouldn't be able to carry another story but the truth. Remember? You can't you can't make no money unless you talk about the truth. Now I'm talking about something else, saying, "Oh, you only doing this for money." Like, Kiss my grits, please. Please kiss my grits. Oh my God. Jesus. And then gonna talk about go. Why can't you talk about the government shutdown? Bitch, you talk about the government shutdown. The fuck, if you want to talk about that, why do people go? Oh my Jesus! Why somebody gonna say, why don't you talk about what's important out here in the street? Talk about the government shutdown. Why don't you talk about if you are a blogger, a content creator? Why in the world would you come out and tell people why don't they talk about what's important, the government shutdown, the food stamps crisis? Why don't you talk about the food stamp crisis? Why? Because you can't? Huh? Why? Because you can't? OMG. Baby. I don't get it, baby. I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it. She said they want you to break it down because they can't comprehend what's going on. But the thing about it is, oh, they want me. They want me to break down the food stamps, what's going on with the SNAP program. That's what it is. I think that's what it is. They want me to go over it so they understand what's going on with the SNAP program. Hey, Marissa said they'll be mad at you for talking about that. Okay. They'll be like, bitch, you ain't on food stamps. You don't know what the hell what's going on with the food stamps. You ain't even on food stamps. The fuck you talking about? You need to talk about something that you on, girl. Listen, child, I be called all type of names for talking about the goddamn food stamps. You hear me? OMG, baby. Hey, gotta laugh. You gotta laugh, though. You got to laugh. You gotta laugh. She said, hey, everybody at work listening. Hey, Miss Toby. Child, if I talked about the food stamps, I'm sure they'll find a way to say that, I'm the cause of the problem. I told the goddamn president to shut off the government so nobody's getting their food stamps. They'll find a way. She said they stay watching you to the point that they know what your supporters, us comment, laugh my butt off. Girl, they know how much I set my damn goal at. I saw one of them say something about my goal and then had the nerve to go to her community wall and said that we over there, the sisterhood stalking her community wall. Bitch, you just told everybody I set my goal at this amount. And then gonna go over there and say the sisterhood stalking you, girl. You can't even make that shit up. You can't even make it up. I swear. She said, "More, are you still gonna break down the book? Why do all men love bitches?" I think that's the name of the book. Yes, we're gonna do that, girl. We are going to do that too, child. We're gonna do that. We're gonna do that. We definitely are. But baby, not tonight though. But not tonight. We are gonna do it though. But this stuff is funny. I'm talking about just extremely funny. Hold on. He said, "Oh, is that your cash app? Oh, hold on. Oh no, that's his thing. He just sent me something. Okay." She said, "Hey, I'm more in chat. I've been MIA. I still love you. Hey, Loud Talkers, miss you. Hey, Deep Dive with Chris. What's going on, girl?" She said, "Yeah, you did. Wait a minute. Yeah, you did it. Shut the government down. Yeah, honey. That's what the next damn topic would be. Girl, I just had this lady come in my comments and say the meanest things to me, right? Not comments, but my inbox. Hold on one second. Believe it or not, y'all, I'm actually kind of under the weather. And I kind of figured that was going to happen when I was around a bunch of people. That's why I was a little standoffish. But yes, I'm under the weather. It don't sound like it, but I already started taking medicine. So I'm a little under the weather. I got a scratchy throat, but I'm pushing through. But I got this girl that came in my inbox, y'all. Let me read this. And when I cussed her out, she girl got surprised, y'all. Let me read this to y'all. So this lady comes in my inbox, right? And this is what she says to me. She says, "You're despicable." Right? First of all, she don't know how to spell your. She said you're despicable. She didn't put the apostrophe in there. And she didn't say you with R-E. She said you're despicable to think those witnesses are lying. You must be getting paid by these two-bit family. I wonder how you would feel if someone killed your daughter that had no weapon and a false ass PTO. You're weird. You never covered the story, and now you're trying to get your likes up, trying to protect something that you know nothing about. I hope you experience the same pain one day. Bet your network won't be taken up for the killer. That's what she says to me, right? So y'all already know my mouth. I said, Trick, fuck you, and kiss my entire black ass. I hope your child meet their fate for being a ghetto ass hood rat, making threats and running up on people thinking they biggity motherfucking bad. Stay the fuck out my inbox with your illiterate ass comments, you fucking demon ass bitch. This girl turn around and say, oh, so now I'm a bitch? Huh? She said, oh, so now I'm a bitch. You ugly asshole. That ain't no threat, you dumb bitch. Yo mama a demon, you hoe, you raggedy ass bitch. So anyway, I just said yo motherfucking grandmama and blocked her. But how you gonna sit here and say the shit that you said to me and say, oh, so now I'm a bitch? Yeah, motherfucker, you a bitch. The fuck? Fuck you mean? Coming in my comments with that bullshit, trying to say, about my daughter being killed. She said, I wonder how you would feel if someone killed your daughter, right? And then said, I hope you experience the same pain one day. Okay. Well, bitch, I cussed your motherfucking ass out and blocked you, so kiss it. She said, who the fuck going off on a more? Girl, some hoe. I think she might be a little true supporter. I don't know. Because they've been in my comments bad, child. They just as mad. They mad about this case. Probably madder about this case than they was about the goddamn LaTruth case. The fuck? You know? Not every LaTruth supporter is covered. Almost all the LaTruth supporters is covering the case. But this ain't about to be no 3-year-old case, y'all. I'm going to follow the case until it completes. But I'm not going to be talking about it every day. I wanted to come out and say the things that I said. We're going to do the debate tonight. And hell, I may move on or whatever the case may be unless something else come down the pipe. You understand what I'm saying? But I'm not about to be debating or fighting with no motherfucking itty bitties, right? That's because they just want to keep on fighting with people, just fighting with people and fighting with people. Like, man, the true supporters, in my opinion, are, oh my God, like they are the worst. And they run around the internet looking for people that's fighting with me just so they can take their side. They a bunch of fucking weird asses. I swear they weird. I swear. And I can't even say the true supporters because they don't support the truth. Child, please. You know what I mean? Anyway, child, let me. Woo-sa, 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 woo-sa. And I was about to tell the girl, I blame the one that jumped in my inbox and told me to cover this damn story. And I know she probably listened to me. But I'm not gonna, I don't regret covering the story. I do not regret covering the story, you know. She said, more don't take that shit. They disrespect you, take that shit to hell. These people better chill and find somebody else to play with. Exactly. Gonna talk about some, oh, so now I'm a bitch. You damn right you a bitch. About to make me cuss real bad. Coming in my inbox with that foolishness. I'm sure they'll go make a fake page just so they can try to come back. She said, I think they love when you cuss them out. That's probably their only attention. Girl. And now they over there. She only doing this for money. Even the big nose ass bitch had the nerve to try to say, I'm doing this for money. Bitch, why are you on the internet? So your nose can get bigger? The fuck? Anyway, y'all, let me. Woo-sa, 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 woo-sa. Thank you, Kelly. Appreciate you. Appreciate y'all. Listen. So anyway, back to she said, I heard a little true supporter say exactly what you read on their live. Oh, what I just read? Well, it may be, I do think it may have been one of the true supporters. I do, because they said something about, you've never covered this and you only doing this to try to get your likes up. Wait a minute, she said trying to, what'd she say? Yeah, trying to get likes. Yeah, she said, I'm trying to get my likes. She said, drop your coffee link. Oh, I sure will. Girl, hold on. Let me go grab this goddamn coffee link, child. Appreciate you. But yeah, talking about I'm trying to get light. She said a demon and she forgot the demon. Yeah, gonna say all this shit to me. And then when I call her a bitch, oh, so now I'm a bitch. Bitch, yes, you a bitch. You are. You thought you know, as if I'm rude to say that. Like, yeah, no, you are. Fuck. These people weird. Just weird. She said, well, what are they doing it for? Girl, even a couple of them said it, y'all. Literally, no lie. A couple of them said, I'm doing this for, one of them said, I'm doing it for the algorithm. The fuck that's supposed to mean, the algorithm. What? Just because you do a story and I do a story and not that many people pay attention to your ass and people pay attention to me, now you mad? You mad? You mad? You mad? Hey, Danielle, Danny. She said they don't like you anymore, but watching you make it make sense. Girl, Yolanda, please explain. Please explain. They don't like me. Can't stand my existence. But then over there, oh, you got, and you got somebody hollering on their panel. How would you know I'm hollering if you didn't bring your illiterate ass over here listening to me? You brought your illiterate ass over here listening to me. And one of them said, I just watched the entire 4 hours. You think I'm not gonna, you think I don't rock with you, but I'm gonna sit there and listen to 4 hours of you talking and I don't like you? Really? Really? Who does that? Would you literally watch somebody for 4 hours that you don't like? Listen to somebody for 4 hours? I won't. Even if I give it 20 to 30 minutes, I'm gonna be out. Be like, oh hell no, I don't want to hear them no more. Because who sits there and listen to somebody for 4 hours and they don't like them? Thank you, Sonia C. But who does that? I literally listened to the whole 4 hours. Girl, these people. Ooh, child, I wish child, let me stop. The cameraman said, I definitely support you the long way, but I'm sure if our opinion differ, I wouldn't be disrespectful in your chat. Thank you. And you don't have to be. You could just say, hey, I disagree. I see it this way. And I may ask you a question. I may say, well, why do you see it this way? Like, what make you see it this way or something like this or whatever. And it's just a question. Just like I asked Neo last night when Neo said, I think it's premeditated. I said, Neo, why do you think it's premeditated? And she said, because there was an overkill. She unloaded the clip. I said, where'd you hear that from? And the only reason why I asked her where she hear that from is because the person that said she unloaded the clip is a liar. She did not unload the clip. She fired 3 shots, 2 hit the person. How is that an overkill? How is that emptying the clip? You just cannot believe everybody that you hear and run with it without doing your own research. Find out if it's true first. Just like they said that she threatened to kill somebody on Facebook. I ain't seen that post yet. Have y'all seen the post? I have not seen. Oh, thank you, Cynthia. Appreciate you, love. Thank you so much. I have not seen the post where Holly threatened said, I want to start killing people yet. Where is that at? Send it to me. I've been asking people to send that to me. I have not seen that. I heard somebody said it, but you can't go around saying she said that if you ain't seen it with your own eyes. Stop listening to these content creators that want to feed you a bunch of bullshit. Tell them to show it to you. But you repeating what somebody else said without no proof, that made me side-eyed you. You know, like, damn, you ain't even gonna try to you ain't gonna try to verify it. You know? Verify it first. Let me see it. I have not seen it yet. Somebody said, oh no, it was text. I said, okay, well, show it to me. Oh no, it was a video. Or was it a text or a video? Because at this point, I don't know which one it was. Nobody has been able to show me what this lady said that she wants to start killing people. But they repeating it. I just don't think that's fair that you will repeat some shit that you have that there's no receipts out there on. Just like they trying to say that they tried to kidnap her and put her in the car. They'll be spreading that next, you know? So that's all I'm saying. Just show the proof. She said they going back, pulling up old TikToks videos from when she was a child. Lord, you got to be kidding me, Lisa. Are you for real? Same thing they did to Brianna. Same thing they did to Brianna, reaching out to a boyfriend she dated when she was 15. Like, really? Shit, I wouldn't even be able to tell you, you know what I'm saying? Like the guy I dated, at a young age. I can't even really tell you too much about that person, you know? Shit, you be like, why y'all break up? Hell, I don't know. But they went and reached out. Anyway, in my opinion, to do something like that, that's a reach trying to discredit somebody. You know what I'm saying? If you got to reach back until when I was a child, right? When I was a kid, you got to reach back to try to find some type of information on me. That mean that, you know what I'm saying? That mean that you reaching real bad, you know? I did see a post that Holly said something, you just gotta start killing motherfuckers or something along those lines. I didn't screenshot it. I wish you would have screenshot it. And the reason why I say that is because I know Holly Aunt said that they didn't created a page and start faking like it's her. How do you know it was actually Holly? And I'm not trying to justify it. I'm just saying I wish you would have screenshot it so that we can go and find out. Because you know how many people made fake Brianna pages? You know? She said the family took it down, but she did post that or more. I saw it when this all first happened. I wish y'all would have screenshot it. I don't have no proof of that. And ain't nobody have proof of it that she actually did it. I don't know if she did or not because somebody told me it was in a video. When I asked about it last night, they said, "Oh, she did it in a video." I said, "Which video?" They said the "I Would Never" video. I said, Y'all know y'all heard me say this. I said I watched the "I Would Never" video, and I didn't hear her say that. So was it in the video? Or did she actually write it? She said they're trying to use the old TikTok trends. Yeah. And then they trying to say that that was her that just came out saying that y'all something about I don't know, something about y'all will believe y'all something or whatever. They said she spoke. And I'm like, "Well, was that really her?" I don't even know if that was really her that just came out recently because then her aunt say they ain't made no statements, that she ain't came out and said nothing. I'm trying to figure out, is that really her? I don't even know if that's really her. And then they just proved that the auntie just lied, Romika auntie lied on Carlos. It was proven that she faked some text messages trying to lie on him. Like, this shit is weird to me. Hey, woman of purpose, she said, "Happy Friday, beautiful. We love you in real life. So fuck the folks with the camera." What they really want to say is Candy is loyal. They're mad. We are the sisterhood. The love is for real. Yeah, and that's another thing. They saying things about Candy, saying I only like Candy. Like, really? That's crazy to me. She did make that post, but I'm sure that was in retaliation to something that was said to her. She didn't just randomly say that. I wish somebody would have took a screenshot of it because and when did she make it? When did she make the post? You know? I don't know. I haven't seen it. So, and that's another thing. Things that I haven't seen, I can't just say, "Oh, this person did this or this person did that." If I can't verify, you know? I have to be able to verify it. At least see it or hear it or something. She said they don't want you to talk about it because you actually get people to think you have revealed things that no one knew about it. Yep, I believe that because people have said that to me. And that's why the Team Ramikas are telling people don't even listen to me. Y'all, let me let y'all listen to this right here. This girl said, hold on one second. Let me let y'all listen to what this girl said. I thought this shit was so funny because, baby, she act like she was crying. Hold on. Let me see if it's still up, but did she take it down? Oh, this one. Girl, this they act like she was crying. Let me show y'all this. This shit was funny to me because when I tell you she act like she was crying, y'all. This lady right here said, "Do not go to people pages. I mean, do not go to the page. Do not go to the pages of the ones that's trying to justify the crime, right? And let this lady act like she was crying. Look.
It's absolutely disgusting. It's disgusting at this point.
She said, do not listen to
It
her.
is absolutely disgusting. It will never be justified. It will never be accepted. It will never be forgotten. So let me tell you something. If you're truly here for what's right, and if you know that something took place, even if we couldn't determine every little thing that took place, and we know that something just wasn't quite right about what happened, yes, we have to let the detectives decide. Yes, we have to let the prosecutions do their job. Everybody has to do their job, right?
This lady said that she's of God. She's a woman of God. But then said, if Ramika don't get justice, then Holly gonna get it in the street, right? Or if Holly don't go to jail, then she gonna get it in the street. But she's supposed to be a woman of God. Just make that make sense, okay? Make that make sense to you.
But as humans, we totally forget that we're just not supposed to kill one another. This is the thing now. This is the thing now. So I say that to say this, guys. This video has to reach the highest freaking mountain. Okay? Because I just viewed a video from Talk with Amora. Okay? Look at this. This person, this uneducated, unloving person, is speaking on Ramika's case live on YouTube. And she's basically saying that the jurors is gonna believe Holly, and basically that because of Holly's story, that she's gonna be able to convince them that this was justified. Who the fuck was born yesterday? Who the fuck was born yesterday? Who are you, and how do you have the right to determine what a jury is going to say or think about a woman that was shot in her face? She was shot in her face.
Can't tell the bullet where to go.
She wasn't just shot in her face, she was shot in her thigh. There was no one there to comfort her. There is no one to give her a last kiss, a last hug, or everything's gonna be okay. None of that happened. None of that happened. She died on that ground alone.
Oh my God.
She died on that ground alone. I have had enough. I seen what I needed to see. And I heard what I needed to hear.
Hey, TC.
And I don't know what type of person Amora is. I don't know what her motive is. And I don't know why she allowed them to recruit her with this nonsense.
Ain't nobody recruiting me.
But one thing that I can tell you is this. God is a mighty God. And nobody that tries to justify this murder in any kind of way is going to escape his wrath when that time comes.
Listen, it's coming.
You better believe it's coming. So everybody that taps into this video, it needs to be shared. Anyone that you get whiffed of that is justifying and believing that Ramika didn't deserve to be here, that she could have lived a different day, another day, if people just would have did something different with themselves. Anybody that believes that she deserves to be dead, you need to shun them. You do not need to go to their pages. You do not need to have anything to do with them. You don't give them your view. You don't click on that view. You don't give them no attention. You ignore them. Because what they're trying to do is they're trying to take this situation and they're trying to twist it all up and get people to see it their way, which is the wicked way. It is the wicked way. Do not give them a like. Do not give them a share. Do not give them a comment. Ignore them. Every time that you want to say something to them about how they're disrespecting Ramika, you go and share Ramika's photos. You go and you like Ramika's photos. You go and you share her stuff. Because I don't like the idea of people monetizing or benefiting from people that truly believe that she deserved to be here today. It is wicked what they are doing. People make mistakes. People can come and say, hey, you know what? What I did was wrong. I didn't mean it to go that way. How many times have we made mistakes and we stood up for ourselves and say, you know what? I could have done something a little bit differently this time. I didn't have to do it that way. Oh, maybe I shouldn't have said that. Right? As humans, we can stand up and say, you know what? This was wrong. I shouldn't have done it this way. But instead of doing that, you just want to take this situation all the way to hell for what you think that you're going to get is freedom. You cannot get freedom if you can't set yourself free of wickedness. If you can't set yourself free from wickedness, you will never have freedom. You will never have freedom if you can't set yourself free from wickedness. And that's something that you guys need to understand. She wants to think that her twisting these stories and doing all this stuff, and even the shot that she took that was the deadly blow, you want to convince everybody, oh, it's okay, I had to do it. No, you didn't. You did not have to. You did what you wanted to do. So miss me with the bullshit. Miss me with it. I am tired of y'all running around here trying to justify something that never had to take place.
It sure didn't.
You guys do not give them a like. You don't give them a comment. You don't even go to that page. Don't do it. Don't do it. Everything that's taken place with this case, with Renika, it's going to come out the way that it needs to be. But do not give them any ammunition. Shut them down. It is way more of us than it is of them.
I've heard that before.
Stay away from their pages. Stay away from them. Because the only thing that they want to do is push this fake narrative that they feel that this is legit. Morally, this was not legit. Morally, this was wicked.
Yeah, but legally, she was justified.
Her mother is suffering.
Hold on.
Without her.
I just want y'all to hear her say, if she don't get justice in the court, she gonna get it in the street. I just want you to hear that right quick.
Her child is suffering without her. You tell me where that's okay. You tell me, where is it okay? Tell me, what makes it okay for a child to go to bed without his mother anymore? Because of something that could have been prevented. You tell me what makes okay for a mother to have sleepless nights because her hardworking daughter was suddenly killed. Mm. You tell me where that's okay. It's not. It's not. I am so disappointed in these group of women. I am so disappointed in them. I am so disappointed. I am so disappointed. I am extremely disappointed. I will not change how I feel until everyone comes and steps up to the plate and becomes a real human being and say, you know, she didn't deserve that. She didn't deserve that. What if it was them? What if it was their sister, their cousin, their friend? What about that? What about that? You all better hope that Jehovah forgives you by the time this stuff is all done. Because you're traveling down a road of wickedness. That's where you're going. You want to keep this charade up? You want to keep playing these games like people can just kill people? Watch what Jehovah do to you. Watch. Do not share. Do not indulge. Do not click the button. Do not follow. Do not share. Do not view shit. Shun these wicked people. Shun these wicked people. Share this live and do not indulge in their bullshit. Do not indulge in their wickedness. Don't. Because if you're for Ramika and if you know that she didn't deserve this, you would stay away from these people because what they're doing is they're clout chasing. Mm. They're not doing it out of love. They're doing it because they want to help somebody or that they really think somebody's going to be able to get out of a crime. It's going to be Jehovah's decision on if you're going to be able to get out of this crime. Since you want to run around and be like, oh, the jury is going to believe this. You don't have the right to even speak on feeling like what you think the jury is going to do. You don't know what can happen.
I don't.
When those juries look at Ramika's dead body laying on the ground, blood all over the place. You don't know. You don't know how they're going to feel.
It's not about feeling. It's the law.
You don't know what God is doing.
Maybe I don't.
You think that you do, but you're in for a pleasant surprise.
Oh, okay.
You're fixing to be surprised while you're running around here playing like, oh, we can kill people now. We can kill people as long as we do this and as long as we do that. No, the fuck we can't. It is against God's law. It is against man's law. So stop coming up with your own shit.
Stop coming up with my shit.
Be good people.
Side with you,
Stand up and say, hey, this was some wrong shit that I did.
Oh, side with you.
I shouldn't have done that.
Oh, okay.
You might live a little longer if you do something like that.
Oh, side with you. I'm going to live
and
long.
I'm telling you, they got me pissed.
Oh, sorry about that.
Do not, and I'm telling you, do not click. That Amora lady, I just posted, hold on, on my page. Yeah, on my page. Y'all, I'm telling you, I'm done. I'm not playing this. I'm going to pray extra hard tonight.
Oh, yes, she did.
I'm going to pray so hard that I know Jehovah is going to hear me. He is going to hear me because this wickedness that y'all got going on, it's about to come to a halt. Yep. This wickedness that they got going on, you thinking you could run around and be like, oh yeah, she couldn't run. She had to defend her child.
Yeah, I agree.
You know what a real mother would do?
Protect herself.
Let me tell you what a real mother would do. I have 5 kids. I have a grandson, and I got 1 grandbaby on the way. And you know what I would never do in my whole life is anytime I felt danger or anytime I felt that something could take place, I took my babies away from it. I always take my babies away from anything that I feel could be harmful to them. You cannot sit up here and tell me that you had to sit there to the bitter end and you had to wait for an opportunity to kill her. You didn't have to. You wanted to. So stop with the lies. And any thought that you had, any wickedness that came in your heart, anything that came in your heart, Jehovah already documented it. See, we're mere humans, okay? We don't have the ability to read your heart and read your mind. But Jehovah knew what you was thinking that day while you're trying to fool somebody. You can't fool him. He knew what you was thinking. And all these little lies and all this little stuff that you're doing, Jehovah know what you up to. He knows why you think that you can trick somebody. Only thing I ask is of everybody who truly loves Ramika, who truly loves her sisters, who truly loves children, please do not indulge in what these wicked people are doing. Do not click the button. They don't deserve that from you. Give it all to Ramika. Give it all to her stuff. Stay away from these wicked ass, disgusting, mentally disturbed people. I have had enough. Nothing breaks my heart more than to see grown ass women, way older than Holly, sit up here with this bullshit.
I supposed to just think like you, huh?
Sit up here with this bullshit. And sit up here and be like, oh yeah, the jury's gonna do this and they're gonna think this and that. How you know?
My opinion.
How you know?
Just an opinion.
Let me tell you something about the jury.
Okay.
Okay. The jury cannot operate on emotions and feelings or what they would have done.
Sure can't. Sure can't.
They have to operate on all the evidence.
It's the law.
That is presented.
Along with the law.
All of it.
And the law.
So if you're thinking that, oh yeah, they're going to think this and they think that, you don't know what kind of detective work has been taking place and what the detectives have.
Sure don't.
You don't know.
Sure don't.
So you can't sit up here and say, oh, well, they're going to feel this. No, they're going to go by what they see.
And the law.
They're going to go by the testimonies. They're going to go by the witness testimonies.
And the law.
Okay?
Okay.
Those witness testimonies are pretty damn strong.
Okay.
I don't give a damn if Holly made it to this page. She's going to get blocked when I get done. Definitely. Because guess what you can't do? You're not going to be able to stop Ramika from shining even in her death. Dream on. Okay? And when this thing is all tied up, and when this thing is done, and justice is going to be served, you're going to be the one feeling and looking stupid.
Okay.
Because that justice is coming, whether it's coming from your jail cell or it's coming while you walking around free. Now, riddle me that.
Y'all heard her?
As I said, let them talk with their wicked mouths. Let them type with their wicked selves. But guess what you're not going to be able to do? Benefit from the people that truly love Romika. That's what you're not going to be able to do. I need everybody, and I mean everybody, to come and share this live and do not interact or do not deal with those people at all. Yeah, we already know. You need to get help for yourself, sweetie. Something's wrong with you. Something's wrong with you. You need to get help for yourself. I'm going to go on ahead and take off, but you guys know what I told you.
All right, so I just wanted y'all to hear that. She said whether she get justice in the courts or justice walking the street, honey, after she said all types of Jehovah's gonna do this and do that and deal with people. Which one she gonna wait on, the justice or the Jehovah? Like, girl, shut the fuck up. This girl is so in her feelings. You hear me? She is so in her feelings. And no, she is not the sister. She is not related to Ramika at all. She's just somebody, a content creator that is benefiting off of Facebook by posting all Ramika photos and getting thousands and thousands of views and shit like that or whatever. She just took on a stance of being a Ramika supporter, and that's fine, right? But I saw somewhere where she said she had gained like 20,000 subscribers in like so many days pushing the Ramika story, you know? But you know, the girl is nuts. She is absolute nuts. But this is who Fishy, the streetwalker, is sharing. And I guess this is who she's saying gonna smoke me. Cause she said her Chicago people gonna smoke me. She said in her feelings with no teardrops. She did start crying at one point, child. It sounded like she started crying. She said, I'm a clout chaser. Oh, she chasing clout. Exactly, Miss Fee, the realist. But she said, I'm chasing clout. I'm only covering this story because I'm chasing clout. And then she posted, Amora, she said, hold on. If the family threatened you to cover this story, blink twice in your next YouTube video. Now, this was 8 hours ago, but I thought she was supposed to be watching me. I thought she wasn't supposed to be watching me, but she talking about more. If the family threaten you to cover this story, blink twice in your next YouTube video. These people are crazy, baby. I'm just gonna pray that none of my supporters get like this. She said, Amore, oh, wait a minute, she said something else. I ain't know this one. She said, Amore is willing to risk it all for another 5,000 views. Bless her heart. What she mean by risk it all? But anyway, she begged somebody. Let me show you what she begged. This one right here. It used to be my page, but I mean my channel thing on here. But she said, please do not go to this page and view this page, the Amora channel. Please do not. It is all I ask of you if you truly support Ramika. I removed the screenshot and replaced it with Ramika. But yeah, she had on here, please do not go to this page. Please do not. My thing is this, when you start telling people don't go to the page, she's afraid what I'm saying is going to change some minds, because she already been in the comments and see people saying, you know what, I was on I was a team Ramika until you start breaking things down, right? Because it's certain people that are lying. Let me show you something, y'all. The Keys got, you know, and I may show this tonight and I may not, but what's Holly aunt page? I think it's Tamika. I think it's Tamika Johnson. I think it's Tamika Johnson. Oh, right here. Oh, she probably took it down because it was in her story. Hold on. See, she's sharing my stuff, and that's what she don't like. Yeah. You know what? So I don't think it's in here because it was Keys. He was in support of Holly. Found dead. Garcia. I am still okay. So she must have took it down. Yeah, I think she took it down. Yeah, I think she must have took it down, but it was a video. See, she already got me. She already shared me, and that's what they mad at. They're mad because that the Holly family is sharing me, and they think that that's why like they paying me to do this or whatever. They're not paying me to do this. I have not spoken to them, only in the chats. I don't have no personal relationship with them or anything like that, only in the chats. But she shared, but Keys, is this it? No. But Keys was in defense of Carlos and Holly until he started losing supporters, and then he switched over and started being in defendant or in defense of Romika. And she showed that yesterday in her story where he dogged Romika out. He dogged Ramika out, said Ramika, you know, all types of different things. And he only switched over when the supporters start going in on him because I guess he couldn't handle it. She said, click the comments, you'll see some of your ex-supporters talking about how they finna come cuss you out. My ex-supporters, in which one? In her live? They saying they about to come cuss me out? Hold on. So you said, wait a minute, you said click on the one that she said, please don't go to more. Hold on. So you said click on here and some of my ex-supporters saying they're going to cuss me out. Who is my ex-supporters though? You talking about the ones that just became the ex? You talking about Tomik them? Saying they're going to come, I blocked them so I won't see them. I won't see their comment because I blocked them off my page. But they said they're going to come cuss me out. Yeah, okay. Well, they can't speak in my chat, so how they gonna cuss me out? I see somebody say, I reported that channel so many times today. She gotta go for real, for real. Send me the screenshot so that I'm more I text you one of them. Oh, I did get that text. Oh, so she said that under this lady page that she was gonna, oh, I didn't know she said that under here. I didn't know where she said that from. Okay, I got it. She said, Amor, they got a Facebook group over there for Mika, and I seen some of the comments from supporters too. Oh, from people that support me. It's all good. The thing about it is, if I lose, if people stop supporting me because of this, then they want my supporter. That means they only will support a story, and I'm okay with that. I have to be okay with that. You understand what I'm saying? I can't get mad if they want to now dog me out because I chose to speak on a story. You know what I mean? So I'm not going. I cannot be mad about that. I cannot be mad about that. If they don't want to no longer support me, that's fine. That's perfectly fine. What I'm seeing along the way, I'm gonna lose some and I'm gonna gain some, and I'm okay with that. You know, I seen some of her supporters keeping up crap in break room, working for old girl. Oh, well, exactly. They were never my supporter. They was only there just for a story, and it's okay. It's okay. But I will tell you this, for somebody to be like, do not go to that page. What's wrong is they are afraid of the information that's coming out. Obviously, they think I have a strong voice because you got to understand, I'm not the only one that's speaking on this story that's not in support of what Ramika did, right? Violating her restraining order, whatnot, right? And why would you want a story where everybody is on your side? Everybody. Nobody see it no different but you, or no different. Nobody see it no different. They see it exactly how you see it. Like, is that how life goes? Okay, well, the devil definitely trying to get close to their enemy. I seen it and I was like, damn, you could have just told them more how you felt to be over there saying it's diabolical. Yeah, so anyway, just know I am going to lose some along the way, and I am okay with that. I am okay with that. It's okay. Everybody ain't, I'm okay with that. Trust me. I'm okay with that. She said, I hate this for us. I hate that having an opinion has divided us so much. What happened to agreeing to disagree? Well, I just think, some of them said because I said the elevator don't go all the way up to the top. But you got to understand, if you go back to it, the ones that I said the elevator don't go all the way up to the top is the outlandish shit that they were saying, the conspiracy theory stuff. Like, well, what about they was trying to drag her in their car and just all types of weird ass shit. She said a more voice is too loud for them. That might be it. I do have a loud voice. I have a different type voice. She said they were saying Amor and the kids called them names and disrespected them. Amor and the kids called them names and disrespected them. They said, why didn't y'all contact them instead of going to Tiff chat about it with the subs? Child, they did what they wanted to do. It's probably plenty of them that's been wanting to say something, been sitting down here just waiting on an opportunity. Some of them just here for the damn drama. They're not here for no story. They was just here to see the fighting. They enjoyed the fighting back and forth. But girl, child, bye. Bye, 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 bye. You just gonna have to stay mad. You just gonna have to stay mad. Unfortunately, you just gonna have to stay mad. She said, I'm sorry, I'm a firm believer of carrying. If you mess with mine, you better be dealt with accordingly. So I definitely see it in your way. And Rashida, they said I'm insensitive to say things like that. Like, what type of human are you that you would take a life? If it comes down to my safety and my child's safety, and then, people, just because you say you don't want to fight, I heard, oh, you a coward. You talk all that shit online, and but you scared to throw hands. Everybody ain't gonna throw hands. Everybody ain't gonna throw no hands, you know? But that does not mean I had to wet my mouth. But that does not mean um we gotta hate each other just because you will fight and I won't fight. That doesn't mean we gotta hate each other. But that's what it seems like it's coming down to. Oh, Amora, since you're talking about this and since you said that you would have done the same thing as Holly, I don't align with you no more because what Holly did was just so wrong. But okay, all right, well, that's your subjective. That's subjective. That's your feelings. These people jealous of you, what your views got to do with it. I am going to defend you always. Forget being quiet. Thank you so much, Inga. Yeah, talking about, oh, you're just doing this for clout. You're doing this for views. And then what they're supporting Ramika for what? They're supporting Ramika for what? They mad at more that you don't follow the majority. Keep doing what you do. Exactly. That's exactly what they mad at. Even made up some shit on it. Oh, you're only doing the opposite for your algorithm. You're doing the opposite because it makes you money. Did y'all hear that? That girl said, I'm only doing the opposing team because it makes me money. No, I saw something, I dissect something, and then I spoke to someone of very importance that gave me some insight. And I'm like, oh, okay. And I started doing research on my own. I just know that I'm not saying she deserved to die. I never said she deserved to die, right? But I just see them trying to paint a violent woman as a prom queen, like as if she was the most innocent person ever. She is in my opinion, she is responsible for her death. If she would not have went there trying to fight someone, and I heard that she did. Oh, I wish I could show y'all. Maybe I'll show it to you tonight. But I heard that they did get in a fight. And that I heard that it's actually going to come out. They said it is a tape. It is a tape. And that it's going to come out and that they did fight. So, I mean, I don't know if that changes anything, but a lot of people just seem to think that she should have barricaded herself in the car or whatever, and she should have driven off. But if that's your stance, that's how you feel, that's how you feel. But to say I'm insensitive or because I said that she caused her own death or that she should not have stopped and this, that, and the other. I still believe that. Still believe that she caused her own death. It may be insensitive, but that's how I feel. She caused her own death. She should not have stopped. You know? But I just think that if she would have done something different that day, I do believe that she would still be here. My opinion. My opinion. And for the sake of her son, I wish she would have done something different that day. But, it is what it is. It is what it is. It is what it is, baby. My thing is, even if you were referring to whoever, you didn't direct to them at all. So why are they offended? Your real supporters didn't get offended at all. People just be in their feelings for no reason. Yeah, I think people some people try to find a reason to be mad or be angry. They do. They try to find a reason. She said, Laconda's that Kwani girl is a big supporter of that lady in the video. That's why she was keeping up the mess over there. And they only doing that. I know why they doing that, but I'm not worrying about it because I'm not worrying about that situation no more either. You know what I mean? She said, I'm glad you decided to cover this story. A few people are glad that I decided to cover the story. Several people. And I think that's why they want me to shut up, like, you know, to tell people to report my page, though. Don't that sound just like the true supporters? Report this page. My thing is, if she said it's more than me, then why worry about little on me? Why worry about just me? If it's more them than me, then why worry about me? Why even, you know what I'm saying? Why worry about me? I think, in my opinion, they want everybody to see it their way, and they are upset that people see it any other way. If I was her, to be honest, if she was so bothered by something that I was saying, just look up the law and prove me wrong. Just say, no, it doesn't say that. What Amora said is not true. What it meant is this. Do that. That's good commentary, but she ain't gonna do that. She just all in her emotions and stuff. It is morally wrong. It may be morally wrong, but we're not talking morals. We're talking the law. And I've said that. I'm coming from a legal standpoint. Even me and Trey was talking today. And he said, I understand what you're saying legally, but morally, she could have done this. I said, I know. So you know what? You take the moral stance and I'll take the law stance because I'm going by the law. I looked at what the law said. And by law, that's why she's still free today. She said they move off emotions on law. And that's the thing. It doesn't mean, and if you just sticking to the law and not emotions, don't mean that you're insensitive. It doesn't mean that you don't have a heart. It just means by law. What I'm seeing here, which I'm actually kind of like concerned a little, it seems like Black people don't believe in the Second Amendment, right? They just believe in just fighting in the street, just duking it out, just fighting this, that, and the other. And I'm not saying that that makes you a bad person if that's what you want to do, but everybody is not like that. Everybody are not street people. Everybody do not want to rumble and have to fight and get snuck on every time they look around. I don't want to live my life like that, right? Somebody running up on me and pounding me in my head or whatever, and I got to worry about somebody beating my ass or this, that, and the other. No, I'm going to protect myself, and that is my opinion. Just like you say you will fight if they don't have no weapon. And here's the thing, and I'm going to say this tonight, right? Now, I don't know where most of y'all are from. I know where some of y'all are from, but not all of y'all. What I know where I'm from, right? People will fight, like girls will come with razor blades in their mouth, you know what I'm saying? Or in their pocket or whatever. How was Holly supposed to know? Now, Ramika had already been charged with cutting up Carlos. She literally stabbed him and went to jail for it, right? Like with a knife. How was Holly not supposed to, or how was Holly supposed to know she didn't have a weapon? Even if it wasn't a gun. She already said, I'm going to kick your ass. I'm going to kill you, right? I'm going to bust you in your head. How, and she has fought with weapons before. How was Holly how was Holly supposed to know that she didn't have a weapon? A blade in her mouth. The girl is from Chicago, right? A street girl. A blade in her mouth or in her pocket or anywhere, right? And when I say a blade, I mean like a razor blade, because if y'all don't think people fight like that, they do. Well, I don't know where y'all from, but women fight like that. They will cut you up. They will slit your throat, slit your face. They would do those things. How was she supposed to know she did not have a weapon? Did not have a weapon, okay? I just kicked her out of here, coming in here with that nonsense. Don't worry about it, y'all. Y'all don't even have to say nothing to her. Not a thing. She gone. So all she doing right now is just listening. She's no longer a part of us. So y'all ain't even got to say nothing. I took care of that just like that. Okay? Just like that. Don't even respond to her because that's what she want. That's what she want. Okay? But anyway, but how you supposed to know that she did not have a weapon? That she did not have a weapon. You know what I'm saying? You don't know that. You don't know what was in her pocket. Right? She said most people are reviewing it from a moral place and you from a legal place, and they don't know how to separate it. That part. That part. Let's break down what the law says. What the law says. Because that's the only thing. Believe it or not, those jurors cannot go by their emotions. She's talking about, you don't know how the jury's going to feel. Listen, I don't think so. I've never held jury duty, even though I got one coming up in November. Lord, I don't want to go. But I thought that the jurors have to go by the law. I thought that they had to go by the law. I don't think a juror can put their emotions and feelings in it and just go based on that. I thought that they had to go by the law. And the law said she did not have to retreat. Well, anyway, we'll get more into that tonight. And I'm not even trying to change nobody's mind. If that's how you feel, that's how you feel. But I just think that, and I don't know this 100%, but I think, my opinion only, that a lot of people are going to be disappointed. If it was a clear and cut murder, she would already be arrested. she will already be arrested if it was a clear and cut murder. They have to check things out, right? To find out whether or not they can charge her with anything. It's almost 2 months later now. It's almost 2 months later. And I see Keys, after I pointed out his lie yesterday, he went and corrected it. He was like, all right, well, yeah, I got the date wrong on Susan. No, what you was trying to do is you was trying to fool people. And Keys was supposed to come out today, y'all, with the report, right? Has he done it yet? Has he came out and told where the wounds and stuff are? He had the other paperwork. Why he hasn't came out with that? In my opinion, I believe that he haven't came out with it is because I think that it's going to disappoint some people. I think so. Now, this is just my opinion. He ain't came out yet with the report that he claimed that he was going to come out with. Has he? And I believe it's because it's going to that report is, I feel that it's going to disappoint people, but we'll just have to see. We'll just have to see. He said today that he was going to come out and release the autopsy report. Why we don't see the autopsy report yet? That was his words, not mine. Oh, she said he has a live for 8:30. Let me see. Oh, okay. I see it. Full autopsy report at 8:30. Okay, I see it. He said, I swear to tell the truth, nothing but the truth. Okay, well, let's see. What's going to be the truth? What's going to be the truth? Let's see. Oh, at 8:30? Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what the autopsy reports say. You know? He said he's going to be completely honest. Okay, well, let's just see if he's completely honest. Let's see if he's completely honest. Because in my opinion, just based off of what I know so far, I believe those shots that was fired is going to indicate that she was lunging toward Holly. I have not spoken to the family or anything like that. Just from my opinion and from reading between the lines, doing my research and this, that, and the other, I believe that she was lunging toward Ramika when she got shot. So I want to see what it says. She said, as an adult, you have to think. She said, somebody said the autopsy report was public and I've been looking for it. Well, one young lady got in my inbox and said, you have to send off for it, but only the family can get it. So the family is giving it to him. He is absolutely working with the family, with Ramika family, with her cousin, aunt or whoever. So he's working with Ramika family. So, but that's what she told me. She jumped in my inbox and said, hold on. This is what she said. She said, preliminary information may be available quickly, but the final autopsy and toxicology report usually take 4 to 6 months after the cause of the death is determined and a death certificate is filed. Complex cases may take longer, up to 3 to 4 months. For additional information, you may call this number. She said, I called the medical examiner office and they said only kin to the family can get the preliminary autopsy. It will not be public. So Keys got it from the family, but there is no toxicology report or forensics death until the cause of death is determined and the death certificate is filed. And then she said, I sent for the 911 calls and reports, waiting for it to be emailed to me. And so she's going to send me some things when she gets some stuff that come in. But I am also talking to someone else. Hold on. Oh, see, I didn't know she said this. Let me see. Oh. Wait a minute, I didn't see this. Hold on. This looked like one of my supporters that said this. Let me see. Hold on. What? Hold on, y'all. I'm trying to open this up. So I see what y'all talking about. It's a Justice for Ramika group that they are putting my post in, and people are going in under the post talking about me. But it is what it is. Hey, maybe that's why my page is growing, because it's still growing. Hey, listen, if I'm losing supporters, it don't look like it. I mean, if I am, it don't look like it. I'm just saying that, I might lose supporters, like supporters, but I'm damn sure ain't losing subscribers. So, I mean, and if I did, it's okay. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you got to move around, shake them up. You know what I mean? It's a shame that your supporters could turn cold like that. Hey, it's okay. It's okay. They wasn't my supporters. They was my haters. You know what I mean? That business that by the scene have cameras. The police saw the footage already. Well, I'm gonna tell you this. It's a reason why she's not locked up. And then her aunt came in my comments, because I was like, oh, maybe they took a passport and told her she can't leave the country. She says no more. She is not taking her passport. She said they came out and said right now they don't have no probable cause to charge her with anything. They don't have no proper cause to charge her with anything. I'm telling you, and they tell me, oh, she going to law school. She's Amor, this girl, Amor, you have to believe me. This was a setup, Amor. She's going to law school. She knew what she was doing, Amor. She knew it, Amor, all along. The paper trail, everything. It was all a setup. I said, okay, so then how did Ramika pull up that day? I'm telling you, she knew that she was going to see her. She knew that this was going to happen. She knew Ramika would stop. She knew it, Amor. Why do you think she brought her gun that day? What? Oh my. Saying things that you absolutely cannot prove. That you cannot prove. You cannot say that that girl knew that that was going to happen that day. She had no remorse, Amor. No, did you see her face? She had no remorse. You can't judge remorse just because, you know what I'm saying? You can't judge remorse. You can't tell somebody they don't feel a way. You can't tell somebody that they ain't shocked enough. They don't look shocked enough. You can't say that. Just because they ain't doing what you doing, oh, that makes them all wrong. Okay. Okay. She said, you ain't lost nobody special. Show haven't, Jen. Show the fuck haven't. Nobody special, baby. She said, okay, that makes sense, because I was like, I've never heard of that. Oh, you talking about the toxicology report and stuff? Oh, you talking about, oh, they got the stuff from the family. Oh yeah, he's working with the aunt. He's working with the aunt. She said, you are going to be okay, Amora. Yes, I am. Island girl, yes, I am. Yes, I am. But anyway, so we coming on at 8. And we just gonna have a little, debate, healthy debate or whatnot. She said, exactly. I said that on the live today. Feelings don't have a blueprint. Yeah, the jury cannot take their feelings in there. And then somebody was like, well, Amor, the whole city of Chicago is Team Ramika. So it's gonna be hard to convince a jury, that it wasn't cold-blooded murder. Well, you can't do that. Just like the case with P. Diddy. I'm sure as they sat there and listened to all the disgusting things that man did, I'm sure they wanted to send him away for life. But they are given instructions when they go back there. It's not going to be an easy win. If there is justice for Ramika in the court, it's not going to come easy. It's not going to come easy. That's true, Tammy. She said, wouldn't they move it to another place? The defense can ask for it to be moved to another place. And from what I'm being told, they have an attorney. They both of them have an attorney. Carlos and they saying, oh, Carlos going to jail too. They ain't even looking for Carlos to go to jail for anything. You know what I mean? But the defense can ask for a change of venue or to have it somewhere else. But I don't know if the judge, I don't think the judge will have to agree. You know what I mean? I don't think that they would, I don't think that it is a mandatory thing. I think that they can request it and it's up to the judge to say yes or no. But I'm sure it has to be, you know. But let me just say this. I heard that they go marching or what do you call it? What do you call it? When you go downtown and you hold up a sign, protest. God damn, I couldn't think of it. I heard they protest every Tuesday, but in the videos that I've been watching, that protest very thin for them to say the whole city of Chicago is Team Ramika. Did y'all see it in the beginning? Before they let, well, I ain't gonna say before they let her go, but in the beginning, it was a lot of people that was justice for Ramika out there. But baby, it ain't been that many justice for Ramika. Go look at that damn protest. It ain't that many people out there. If I can count on, you know, if I can count it, it's probably maybe like 30 people. But that ain't the whole city of Chicago. Now, I know people go to work and shit like that, but some of these people have come to the realization that it's more to the story because ain't no police department just gonna let no murderer just be out here free like that, right? Just be out here, you know, they ain't charged her with nothing. Even if they charged her and then she's just out on bail, but they haven't even charged her with anything because the state attorney came out and said, I have nothing. This is after witness reviews, witness statements and everything. I have absolutely no probable cause to charge her with anything. That is his statement, not the fuck mine. Now, that doesn't mean the case is closed. They say they're going to continue to investigate. I looked it up and said, well, what does that mean? What is they going to continue to investigate? They got to make sure that her TPO was still ineffective. They got to make sure the threats that she said that the lady did to her were actually valid, right? They got to make sure she was licensed to carry a weapon. They got to make sure, you know, they got to verify shit. They got to verify shit. But they also got to make sure, do Romika have any other restraining orders against her? Is she known to be doing something like this? Is this her character? What has she been locked up for? You understand what I'm saying? They got to check all of that shit out. And then they got to say, well, did she have enough room to leave? Where did the bullet enter? Was it a forward move? Was it a retreat move? And things like that. They have to look at that, right? They have to look at, you know, like, you know, could it have been other options and things of that nature? They got to do all of that in order for them to be able to charge her with anything. It is about to be 2 months and they have not charged this young lady with anything. She was interviewed for 5 hours and let go. They called them back in and interviewed them again and let them go. And let them go. And have not charged them with anything. I'm not talking morals. I'm talking law. And then they talking to the prosecutors and stuff and saying, you know, they evaluating their own laws. Evaluating their own laws. She said, I told y'all that they waiting on these emotions to die down and then they're gonna drop the facts of no charge. They knew these people will burn their own city down. And that's what I heard. I heard that if it's not a conviction, they're gonna tear Chicago up. She don't even live in Chicago. Which I think that's like the dumbest thing ever. You're gonna tear your city up because they didn't prosecute? Okay. I hope they don't do that, but you know. She won't be arrested based off of morals. Exactly. It has to be something that we don't know. Whether it's a tape come out that shows that she was not, Romika was not advancing toward her, right? She said, that's a lie. What's a lie, Miss Fee? Tell me what's a lie. But it would come out. It has to be something that come out that say that she was initiating it, or not initiating it, but like provoking her, like antagonizing her. Once let's just say, because we heard the witness say that she got in a car at one point, right? And then said Holly came over there and said, "Get out the car, bitch, get out the car, bitch." Now I don't believe her, right? That's just my own opinion. I do not believe this witness when she say that. But at the same time, it has to be a camera or something for them to see that. Q told me, and I don't know if Q telling the truth, but he promised me that the tape revealed Ramika running up on Holly and grabbing her by her hair and attacking her from behind. That is what Q said. Now, Q has made some lies, told some lies, but he claimed 100% that's what's on the tape. He said she jumped out her car and she ran toward Holly and grabbed Holly by the hair and attacked her from behind. And Carlos grabbed Ramika, forcefully grabbed her off of Holly. And they was like, well, she don't have no marks. If she grabbed from behind, maybe she won't have no marks. I don't know. I wasn't there. She said, nobody gonna tear Chicago up. Oh, okay, Miss Fee. They said they're gonna tear Chicago up, but people just be talking. Half of the people talking about they're gonna tear Chicago up, they don't even live in Chicago. She said, I believe that. You believe what? That Ramika attacked Holly from behind? That's what Q said. She said her hair did look messy. It looked messy to me too. But somebody was like, no, more, that's how she wear their hair, whatever. I don't know, but that's what Q said. He promised, he said, I'm telling you that she attacked Holly from behind. She attacked Holly from behind, and Carlos forcefully came and got her off of Holly. They said Holly was putting the baby in the car, and she came and grabbed Holly from behind. And then I seen some of the people talking about she didn't check on her baby not one time out there on the scene. How you know? How do you know? That scene video was every bit of what? Some seconds? Minutes, maybe a minute or two or whatever. She didn't check on her baby the whole time. Like, people do the most. How do you know she didn't check up on her baby? Now, she's supposed to be a bad mom. Okay. The only way, in my opinion, they would charge this girl is if there is solid evidence this was premeditated or provoked by Holly, and they don't have that. Exactly. And y'all heard me what I told Holly auntie yesterday. If something come out that's not in the public right now and that she was antagonizing her, I said, I'm going to come out and I'm going to blog about it. I ain't got no personal investment in it. He talking about, she up here talking about she ain't got a personal investment in it, but she do. No, just because I talk passionate don't mean that I have a personal investment in it. I don't know these people. I had a personal investment in the Bree situation because I wanted to see Bree win. Still want to see Bree win. I just don't have that personal investment in it no more. I had to take that away because it makes you do things that you don't want to do. And that's why I said, hell no, I'm not going to ever get personally invested in no story I do no more. I do not have a personal investment in this story at all. If something come out that show Holly was antagonizing Ramika, and I'm not talking about, I don't know, I would never TikTok video. I'm talking about while she was on the scene, then I would come out and speak about that. She said, but they want Holly to run away and leave the baby, make it make sense. But yeah, they was in there talking about how she didn't check up on her baby. Now, one time, I guess they thought that she was covered in blood and she was supposed to just go grab the baby or whatever. I don't know. I don't know what they wanted her to do. Child. I don't know what they wanted her to do. But they said she ain't even grabbed the baby. And the same person that said that don't even wash their hands. They got dirty fingernails. Girl, stop. Anyway, so let me get off here. Let me go try to spend some type of time with Jay. I got 2 hours before, no, 3 hours before we come back live. So I'm gonna spend some time. I know Jay's like, I ain't gonna tell y'all what he said. But Jay actually agreed with me in the story. And I'm thinking maybe it's because we are gun carriers. And she said, you are not on here crying. Who crying? Who said that I was crying, Tammy? Who said I was crying? Somebody said I was crying. Candy, you so funny. Tammy, what are you talking about? Anyway, what is Miss Tammy talking about? Say you are not on here crying. But anyway, y'all, she said, I agree, Miss Fee. The internet always make things bigger than what it is. Yes, if you look at the protests, I looked at a couple of the videos because they say they go every Tuesday and do the protests. And she said, I'm going trick or treat. Are you going trick or treating? Well, have fun, baby. Have fun. But you know what? While you playing, I wonder they gonna come out here. Shit, we live in a cul-de-sac. I'm trying to figure out, did they come last year? I can't remember. We might have to run to the damn store, child. We ain't got candy the first. We ain't got no candy. She said, for years, I was against owning a gun, but my opinion has changed. It's tough out here. Girl, Bocamoso, baby, you better get it. She said, no, I'm saying you are not on here crying. No, I'm not crying and will not be. I ain't lost no sleep over this and won't. But you know, she said I was against owning a gun. Listen, with what's going on these days, child, she said all invested. Oh yeah, that person is all invested on here crying and carrying on, acting like a plum ass fool. How can she say that? How can she say that? Where is her heart? She's so wicked. Let me tell you what this girl doing. Look at this. She posting every video and picture of, excuse me. I told you I was a little under the weather. Hold on. My throat hurt a little bit, but this girl is a content creator and she's posting all these pictures of Holly dancing videos and this, that, and the other and getting paid off of it. I ain't saying anything is wrong with it, but she's doing this for money. She's doing this because she's monetized, and she even said, don't give it to her. Give it to the Romika people. Give it to those that love Romika. Don't give it to the people that don't love Romika. Give it to us. Give us the views. That girl she done found something that she can make some money off of, and that's what she doing. Well, this has been a great live. I'm about to go enjoy my birthday. Happy birthday, girl. Happy birthday. You know, I forgot to tell you that earlier. Happy birthday, baby girl. But enjoy yourself. But happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to Demetrius. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, girl. Shake a tail feather, girl. She said, I need to go to the gun range. I'm scared to handle a gun. Girl, to be honest with you, I think everybody should have one at least for their home. You know what I'm saying? At least to protect your home, because, baby, you don't know what these people do come in your house and act straight fools. People like to kick in doors and shit. You know what I'm saying? They kick in your door. You know, at least have one for your house, even if you don't carry it with you, but at least have it in your house. She said, I don't understand how it looks like they are pitting the women against each other. This is tragic situation for both families. She said, I don't understand how it looks like they are pitting the women against each other. Man, when I first started doing this story, I was hearing people saying that Holly should burn in hell. Like, that's just how much they was hating on Holly the same way they was hating on Brianna. Like, really, do they really think this girl should burn in hell? All because, and the thing about it is, she should burn in hell when she didn't tell that girl to come up that day. Anyway, we'll talk about this later. I just think that they wanted the narrative out there, painted one side, and they didn't want none of this stuff that's coming out, legally about Romika. They didn't want people to see that there was a restraining order. There was a whole bunch of threats made. People weren't out here putting that information out. They were not out here putting this information. They said the Naja news lady was speaking on it, and then they started making threats to her family. They literally start threatening that lady. Oh my goodness, child, bye. She over there still subbing Robbie Boy. Who? Who's subbing Robbie Boy, LaShawn? Who's subbing Robbie Boy? Oh, Miss Season. She said Miss Season's over there on her page cutting up. Is she? Let me see. Is she still on her page cutting up, girl? Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Wait a minute. What is her name? I think it's the real Miss Season. Oh, you talking about how narcissists try to control the narrative? Let me see. She's still on the narcissist, baby. Ain't nothing wrong with it. But I thought she did that one before. Oh, her views are low, low. Damn, girl. Ain't nobody listening to her. She's talking about the trauma bond when survivors start feeling like love. Yeah, I heard something. Somebody told me something and said I can't say nothing, but I heard through the grapevine. I ain't never even put this out, y'all. That Robert used to cuss Miss Season out and call her all kinds of bitches. And she went crying to somebody that no longer support her about it. I said, no, say it ain't so. The girl that gonna come out here and tell and say that they ain't never argued. Girl, they said Robbie used to call her all kind of bitches, used to cuss her slam out. I said, what? Yes, that's what I heard, baby. I heard that Robert used to call Miss C's and Valencia all kinds of bitches. I sure did hear it. Yep, I sure did hear it. She said, Miss Season, ha ha ha, she's old news. Ain't nobody even paying that much attention to her. She's not really getting that many views. She ain't even, well, I ain't gonna say views, but likes and stuff. She ain't even getting 100 likes. But this is her mama. This is Miss Season mama, right? Remember how they used to always call me black and bald headed and this, that, and the other. But this is Miss Season mama, and I'm not calling her that, right? But she didn't call me bald headed a few times herself, right? She didn't call me bald headed a few times herself. But this is her mama and her daddy. No, I was gonna say something, but I ain't even gonna say it. I was gonna say she look like she might be the milk baby, but a milkman baby, but I'm just gonna keep it right here. But anyway, but this is her mama, and she has called me bald headed plenty of times, plenty, nappy headed, bald headed, all kind of stuff. Child. But anyway, honey, that's her parents. Ooh, you know, ooh, D. See, I'm done with you, D. D, I'm done with you. You so damn crazy. You so damn crazy. I'm like, ah, you so damn crazy. I ain't even gonna repeat your ass. I am not, baby. So anyway, I need to go suck on some halls. Y'all thought I was gonna say suck on something else. Y'all so nasty. I can't even say suck on halls around my husband because he always try to offer me something else, you know? I got something you could suck on. Like my throat hurt. You understand what I'm saying? But anyway, but I'm catching a little something from the trip. My immune system is not the greatest. So it seemed like whenever I travel or be around quite a few people, I come back. She talking about you ain't slicker more. Girl, I'm trying to suck on some halls. That's it, baby. Some damn halls. That's it. That's all, baby. You hear me? So anyway, y'all so damn crazy. Anyway, I need to do more member only lives. I thank y'all. Y'all are the bombdiggity.com. And funny too. All right, but anyway, today was it started off a little crazy, but it's going to end beautifully. Shit, I may even take a nap. We got 3 hours. Y'all, yeah, I'm gonna go take me a nap. I am going to go and suck on my halls. That's it, just the halls. She said, D plus Halls is fun. She said, Miss, how big sis gonna say Halls is fun? Lord, what our big sister know about the Halls, y'all? OMG, baby. What she know about them Halls, baby? Y'all better stop it. She said, well, isn't that something tomorrow at, ain't it though? She said, more, how many people in here? Let me see. I have to go to another thing to find out how many people in here, but I could tell you, give me a second. We have 106. It's only 106 of us in here. Only 106. She said, who all got the boot from the sisterhood? I'm telling these people really been flipping. It's a few. It's a few that got the damn boot. Cause baby, shy. It is what it is. It is what it is. She said, what'd you say? Nip it in the bud more. We don't want you sick. I know, girl. I gotta nip it in the bud, baby. I gotta do what I gotta do. She said, Big sis love D. Lord, she said, they like them halls. Oh my God, y'all are tripping. Y'all are tripping. She said, do a light and funny live. The Ramika story is stressful. The Ramika story is stressful. We're not going to stay on the Ramika story, you guys. We're going to do this debate tonight. And then if things come down to, well, you know what? We still got to come back and whatever's big, what's his name, Keys, when he does the autopsy report, we have to talk about it. You know what I mean? Raise your hand if you want to talk about the autopsy report. Raise your hand if you want to talk about it once it's released. Raise your hand if you want to talk about the autopsy report. Let me know. All right, Val raised her hand. Val, you might be the only one. She said, get some rest. I caught a little something after the first sisterhood trip. See, that might be what it is around all these people. Okay, there's a few of y'all want to talk about the autopsy report. Okay. She said, you have 2 hours. You said 9 your time. Yeah, 9 my time. I don't think there would be any surprises. Marla, you don't think there would be any surprises? Let me ask y'all a question. After the autopsy, I talked to you more and told you I don't want to hear anything dealing with this incident. Yeah, you did tell me that, Glenn. You sure told me you don't want to hear nothing dealing with this incident. But I love you, but I'm going to talk about it. I'm going to talk about that. Take some black seed oil. I'm going to have to go get some black seed oil. But let me ask y'all this. If the autopsy report says that the shots was, I don't even know if it'll say it like that, but if it says that it came from her lunging at Holly, would y'all still say that she should not have used a weapon? Or not even used a weapon, but protected herself? Who says she still should have threw hands, even if it proves that she was being lunged at? Benita said, hell no. So, Benita, are you saying you still don't think, even if it says that, you still think that she should have just fought? Yeah, I know, Glenn. I know we good, girl. We are good. Will the report, or if it's a videotape showing that she was attacked first, would that change anything for y'all? Or would it still be the same? She should have, if she was attacked first, she should have fought back. And that's it. I would have threw hands, but I can't judge someone on how they choose to defend themselves. See, I like your stance. I like your stance because some people think just because they would have threw hands that everybody else should have. So I like your stance. Like my stance is I would have shot, but I don't expect everybody else to. I think she should have used her gun. Vanita, they gonna say you insensitive, girl. She said that's why she carried. Everybody don't want to fight. Exactly. But I like how D said it. D said, I would have threw hands, but I can't judge someone how they choose to defend themselves. So I like that stance. I like that. You cannot judge another person because they choose to do it differently, right? But you can't call somebody a cold-blooded murderer just because they made a decision to defend themselves differently than you. She did not create that scenario. If Holly would have created that scenario, ain't no way I'd be speaking saying that she was legally justified. But she did not create that scenario. She did not create that scenario. She said, I carry every day like my American Express. I don't leave home without it. Okay. I can't say I don't leave home without it, but if we're going into Houston, we take it. But if we just in Katy, and maybe I shouldn't say that, but if we in Katy, we don't take it. But if we go Houston or we traveling somewhere else, yeah, we take it. She said, regardless, she did what she had to do. That's how I feel, Marley. And we wasn't there on the scene. We don't know how much fear she had in her heart. When people say, oh, she wasn't scared, you cannot judge and say she wasn't scared just because she made a TikTok video. I'm telling y'all, I ain't gonna tell you who, but one of the individuals I went to court with, they was scared as fuck, but came back on the internet and act like they was biggity fucking bad. Trust me when I tell you. But they came out on the internet acting like they was biggity motherfucking bad, you know? I'm not fighting. I have arthritis in my back and my legs. My Lady Smith is my ride or die. I love it, man. She said, I'm not fighting. I have arthritis in my back and my legs. My Lady Smith is my ride or die. Okay, girl. Everybody ain't listen. Some of us go down and won't be able to come back up, right? She said, I got damn arthritis in my leg and my back. She said, I still don't have an opinion. I've listened to a lot of lies and I have paralysis of analysis. Paralysis of analysis. What the fuck does that mean? Paralysis of analysis. Bocamosa. Bocamosa using the big ass words. She was tired of Ramika. But Nita said she was tired. She was tired. She was tired, girl. She was tired. She was tired. She said, listen, I'm sick of your shit. The thing about it, okay, let me ask y'all this. Maybe I should save it for tonight. But I just feel like this. If she would have beat Holly up that day, do you think that it would have been a round two? Do you think that she would have tried to fight her again at another time? Or do you think it just would have been one ass whooping and that's it? Because is that how you do it? Do street folks, do they just whoop your ass one time and leave you alone? Or do they whoop your ass every time they see you? How is that done? She said, yeah, on site. Wait a minute. So they whoop you every time on site? God damn. Wait a minute. Hey, she said round two. Wait a minute. So they just whoop you on site every time they see you? God damn. She said, nah, it seemed like it would have probably been on site every time. Lord Jesus. She said on site every time. Oh my God. So she would have she would have really had to stay out of Chicago. Vanita said every time. Oh my God. DC, every time you make look what projecting said. Every time you make eye contact, they would have been fighting. Lord Jesus. Look. You mean every single time. The baby birthday parties, all that. You know what I mean? God dang, baby. You hear me? She said, then you gotta continue to watch your back. She said every time they make eye contact with you. She said, if you threaten my life, I'm surviving. You won't get the chance to put your hands on me. Hey, New Day, I gotta stop laughing for people start saying that's insensitive. I'm only laughing because I'm just trying to imagine every time you see somebody, do you really supposed to fight them every time? And the people that saying that they would fight, are you up for that every single time? Every time you see a person, y'all gonna duke it out. Girl, bye. Ain't nobody got time for that. It is too much, Miss Diddy. That's too damn much. Every single time I see you, I gotta fight. We share the same baby daddy. So every time we see each other, I gotta fight you. Girl, nah, stop. Stop it, y'all. Stop it. She said, I have PTSD and crime has been a part of my life and career for 30 years. That's why I'm not going to be online engaging in chats. I protect my mental. Okay. She said, Miss D, you better duck and dodge, bob and weave. Listen. But every time, though, projecting every time, girl, every time. She said, girl, I was a mess when I was coming up. I didn't play. Every time, transform really quick if you open your mouth. Lord, Bonita, you was going in on the same person every time. Yolanda said, that's crazy to be fighting every time. Listen, that's crazy. That's absolutely crazy. I don't think that I would want to fight every time. What if you see him several times a week, though? Like if you literally see him 3 times a week. I normally don't engage last night, but no more. Woo child. I normally don't engage. Last night I did, but no more. Woo child. I know somebody that was like that over a man and ended up with the man. Now the man don't want her, left her 6 months later, fought that lady every time. For real? She said, every time eyes meet, she said, it happens more. I patrol in the hood. They fight like it's a practice. Child. Ain't nobody got time for that. Remember when OB told on site? He did. He did tell him on site. He did tell him it's on site. He sure did. He said, you can't come to no family event. None. It's on site at any family event. Graduations, birthday parties, Christmas, anything. Family reunions is on site, baby. It's on site. Y'all. Y'all crazy though. I can't. She said, in my younger days, only if it's boring. Only if bothered, or only if you bothered. That's crazy. On site. She said, not anymore. I'm 52. I'm gonna use my pow. Hey, I'm 53, baby. She said, OB shaking my head. He is so small, but I believe he pack a punch though. She said, this scenario happened in my family and we got tired of fighting. We survived. Y'all got tired of fighting, girl. Y'all got tired of fighting. Listen, this is crazy. Every time on site, every time our eyes meet, it's on site. Lord Jesus. That got to be a damn stressful ass life. You got to look over your shoulder. Oh, man, that's crazy. She said it's crazy because the same people that was pulling up and threatening are now Team Ramika. Girl, the same people that was walking down the damn street bare feet, waving a gun, saying, pull up, pull up, pull up. My door open, pull up. Now they all of a sudden, it wasn't no self-defense. Team Ramika, like, how the fuck you go from pull up? I split your wig. I split your shit. I have your brains all over the sidewalk. I end you, bitch. I finish you. Lights out, night, night. To now, Team Ramika, Team Ramika, Team Ramika. Which one is it? Which one is that? Which one is it? One somebody showing a weapon online, not like how I did mine and just placed mine on the coffee table. One they on a whole live stream showing it in the camera. In the camera. Now it's pull up. Oh no, it was pull up, pull up. I split your wig and all that. Now it's Team Ramika, Team Ramika. Team Ramika. Okay. So, but that's that wishy-washy bullshit, you know. I didn't even do ish my head down the whole time. I won by technically, I lifted my head and hit the dummy on her face, and it was over. Girl, did you say you won by technicalities? You won the fight by technicalities, girl. You so funny. She said, put you in the trunk. Girl, yes. I'm going to do this to you. I'm going to do that to you. I'm going to end you. Your brain's going to be splattered all over the sidewalk. Girl, bye. She said, yes, as long as she was with Carlos. Anyway, she said, right, fighting is stupid, girl. And then when I said that, they said I was wrong for saying that. Because I think I said it's for, I think I may have said it's for ghetto people or something like that. Whatever, however I said it, or maybe, I don't know what I said. I said something, they said, and then she's going to say, it's for hood people that want to fight. Well, I mean, you know. Yeah, I know. Anyway, let me go, y'all. Seriously. But thank y'all for coming through. Thank you to Juana, Angela, Kelly, Sonia, the cameraman, Woman of Purpose, and Miss Toby. Let me get off this thing. I need to rest my voice anyway, because we will be bike tonight. All right. Love y'all. Talk to y'all later. Bye.
Because they can't make $1 without mentioning down one of our names.
Jay!
She kept talking about
We
that
got these
family.
hoes over there. About
She kept
man.
talking about that family. She kept talking
Internet
about that
gangsters.
family. She kept talking about that family. She kept talking about that family. That family. She kept talking about that family. Talking about that family.
These motherfuckers got me wanting to listen on them. Because they can't make $1 without mentioning down one of our